What's going on, guys? Super here, back with another build video here. This one's going to be on Strand Warlock for the suspension spam build, using a mix of Osteostriga and necrotic grips to kind of just spread poison and the suspension everywhere, including as well some unravel to just constantly just spread damage all over the place and basically make the entire battlefield just suspended. I wouldn't say it can do as good suspension as Hunter can in terms of just being able to lock down an entire room in just a second. But if you have some like lower health bar enemies to kill, I mean, you will just suspend everything and then just start destroying everything with just the constant damage over time. So you get into the video here, into the build. The shackle grenade is going to be the grenade you're going to want to use because you're going to mix that with the mind spun invocation. So consuming your grenade will allow you to get Weaver's Trance. Final blows while Weaver's Trance is active creates a suspending detonation around the enemy. And then also we'll have the poison detonation, which will just spread constant damage. And then when you hit your melee, this will unravel enemies, which will allow the poison, unravel, and suspension to spread from target to target, which will just add a load of damage. And then also you'll have Thread of Mind. Defeating suspended targets grant class ability energy. So when your targets are suspended, you're going to be able to get class ability energy back from defeating them. The other fragment that is mostly a personal pick, because I see a lot of people use Thread of Fury instead. I use Thread of Warding because I prefer to just have that extra damage resist from Woven Mail, since Warlock doesn't really have a way to properly proc Woven Mail outside of this, and I think this makes it a lot better. And then the next one's going to be Thread of Continuity. Suspend, unravel, and sever effects have an increased duration, so this allows the unravel to spam more often, and then for suspend to last from 8 seconds to 12 seconds, which in in-game content is a very long time. And then lastly, of course, the Thread of Generation, because it just allows you to have just grenade ability spam 24/7. Excuse me. But now onto the mods here for the build. For the helmet, you're going to want to be rocking Kinetic Siphon. The other two are up to you. I like Heavy Ammo Finder and Heavy Ammo Scout to just kind of spawn in some heavy and then spawn in more for my teammates to have a little support to it. For Necrotic Grips here, you're going to want to use Focusing Strike and then also Impact Induction, so that anytime you use your melee attack, it allows your grenade and your class ability to get energy. And then the other mod you're going to want to use is Fawn of Vigor. I mean, that's actually up to you. You can use what you want here if you want to use like Reload mod or whatever. I like this so I can just get some more melee ability time, or like uptime, since this will give me basically it'll give me 30 stat to this, so it'll take it from 40 to 70, which is a pretty big boost. For the chest piece, I'd say Charged Up, and then whatever resist mods or whatever else you want to rock here. Boots, I would definitely say at least one set of just the Kinetic Weapon Surge. I like 2, and then Recuperation. You'd always just maybe take out the Recuperation and put in Stacks on Stacks, or take out one of these and just do both of these with Stacks on Stacks. I just like this so I can get on orb pickups, I get health and Woven Mail, so it's damage resist plus healing, so that's perfect. And then lastly, for the class item here, you're going to want Time Dilation. Your Decaying Armor Charge is the longer duration, so instead of 10 seconds of damage and Fawn of Vigor, it'll be 15. And then lastly, 2 stacks of Bomber, so I can just get Bomber to proc off of or I can just get more grenade energy to proc every time I use my class ability. Aspect 2, I mean, or artifact, I mean, you can really use whatever. It's all up to you. I mean, if you're using a strand weapon, like if you're using the strand machine gun, I definitely say you want these 3 right here for sure. I think these are fantastic. I would say if you did want to have a strand weapon, machine gun's not a bad idea. Just it's up to you if you want to lose out on having damage from like a hothead. I'll just kind of throw it on so you guys can kind of see how you can make this work with just the suspending explosions. But let me show you guys kind of a gameplay loop with it here. So basically what we're going to do here is we're just going to consume our grenade and then just absolutely chunk everything. So when I shoot an enemy, it'll proc the suspending explosion, which hopefully will suspend an enemy here. Please. Okay, here's a group of enemies. So like, yeah, there. So now they're all suspended and they explode. Spawns in the tangle. Shoot it with the machine gun and the whole room just absolutely eviscerates. Have my ability energy back already. You can also have with the other aspect, when you spawn in your rift, it'll allow thread links to spawn in. So just be able to chunk everything. The machine gun thing is the whole up to you, man. I wish we had a better, like, I don't know. Obviously, you can't rock a Strand special weapon in this lot, but wish you could. But, I mean, dude, the suspension that this thing can pull off is unreal. The uptime of it, too, is insane. It lasts for 25 seconds. So it's 25 seconds of being able to just kill one enemy, suspend them, and just constantly proc it. Like, never ending. Which makes it absolutely fantastic. And the best part, too, is melee kill will proc the suspension as well. Because it's proccing the poison and the unraveling. So I can just hit this enemy a few times. And then that. Oh, wait. I don't have it procced. Might help to have it procced. But it'll be able to spam the suspension as well as long as you have it actually procced. This build is insane. I think it's going to be very, very good for endgame content. I think this might actually be one of the best Strand endgame builds that we have in the game currently. I think it is absolutely insane, and its ability uptime is just unreal in comparison to others. Because, I mean, just literally one kill can suspend entire areas as long as the enemies are kind of grouped up together. And then doing that will suspend everything else as well, which is just even more ability uptime, damage, and everything. It is so good, man. It is an absolutely fantastic build. It's definitely one of my favorites. I'm going to be putting out a little extra gameplay here at the end so you can kind of see how it works in just kind of like a normal gameplay setting as well too. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
I perceive an affinity between worlds, a place where the ascendant and material planes could converge.